What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday. It is Easter, so happy Easter, everybody. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than usual, and I'm going to just kind of run through things pretty quickly to make it a little bit quicker FOC video for you guys. And so I'm not doing this later when I'm going to be doing some stuff for Easter. So welcome in if you're here. If not, welcome in on the rewind. So let's get started over with Lunar. So we're going to talk about DC's FOC first. Starting off, we got Action Comics 1030. We've got, looks like we got multiple writers on this. So we probably have some backup stories. Yeah, featuring Midnighter. What's going on? Slotted up 503. Happy Easter. Welcome in. With Action Comics 1030, we've got a cover B, Julian Totino Tedesco cover, which is really cool. The kid imitating Superman there. I really like that. The big one, I think, one of the big ones this week is Batman 108, the cover A by Jorge Jimenez. We've got the first appearance of Miracle Molly, the first full appearance of Miracle Molly. Right here on cover A. We've also got a backup Ghostmaker story. We've got this beautiful Stanley Art Germ cover of Miracle Molly here, which is a cardstock variant. And then there is a 1 in 25 Riccardo Federici cardstock variant as well. The lines on this cover are just crazy good. I've loved all of his covers. I haven't picked up any of them because I'm not the biggest DC fan, but the lines on those covers are just incredible. We've got also a 1 in 50 Art Germ foil cardstock variant for this cover here as well. So, we've got the speculation. We got another new character from James Tynion within the Batverse, so people are looking out for this. Happy Easter, Copy 801. I actually previously didn't read Batman at all, and I've only been reading it because of James Tynion, and I'm enjoying it because I like his writing. I gotta address this. Real Rude 6. That was hilarious last night on Spine Ticks. I don't know what was going on with your mic, but you had the Ultron voice going, man. Happy Easter, Jay. Yeah, I mean, I still like his writing in it. I think part of that is, we still have some DC direction that he has to do stuff, but at the same time, he's taking his own spin on it, which I'm enjoying. But yeah, I think with, more creative freedom in his independent stuff, you see a lot more of himself, getting in those books. We got Batman Fortnite 0 Point is getting a second print. I don't think this has even come out yet. I feel like I've talked about this a few times now. Maybe it's come out, but one I'm not picking up because I don't care about Fortnite. So that's I'm gonna get some thumbs down saying that. We've got 0 Point number 3 also with a Mikkel Janin cover here. And we got, of course, a cardstock Jim Lee cover here, which is pretty cool. And then a premium variant cardstock cover, a 25 copy minimum order for them to be able to get this one. Donald Mustard's got the art on this one. Yeah. The stream definitely sounded like it was on shrooms last night, and all because of all because your microphone. But it was a good time. Batman Superman number 17 here. We've got Ivan Reis, Danny Mickey cover here. A lot going on that cover. And then a cardstock variant here, Rodolfo Migliari on the cover art. It's a pretty cool cover. This looks like probably a trade. Yeah, trade paperback for Batman Adventures Continue, Season 1. And then, so we had in Detective Comics 1034 a brief cameo of Flatline on the back and on a TV screen, I believe. So this is getting a second printing here. Yeah, happy birthday, Desired Comics. He sometimes is on Spine Ticks, but he couldn't make it last night because he's doing his birthday celebration. But yeah, pretty cool cover. I haven't been reading this, but I did actually pick up the foil cover, the con exclusive, WonderCon exclusive. So that's a really cool cover too. But if Flatline does become something, which we'll talk about her in a second, I think that's a cool one to look out for. And then, of course, we go on to Detective Comics 1035 here with Dan Mora cover and interiors. We got Mr. Worth being introduced. I haven't been paying attention to the Detective Comics story because I've just been reading the Batman main story because that's where James Tynion is. But we do have a cardstock Lee Bermejo cover on this one, which is really crazy good art. I love what he's doing with his covers. We've got Harley Quinn #2, written by Stephanie Phillips, who's also writing Nuclear Family. So she's been killing it on Nuclear Family. I haven't gotten to read Harley Quinn #1, but I did pick it up. I'm not the biggest fan of the art, but I also can appreciate this art. It's just not my favorite style, but at the same time, I think because I flipped through the interiors, I like how that looks on the interiors. But I did pick up the Chew cover for #1, and so again, I think honestly, I might just be picking up some of these Derek Chew covers for Harley Quinn, depending on if I end up really liking the story. If you look in the reflection, we see her old Harley Quinn outfit there. In the reflection, we see some clown mask here. She's been beating people up. Issue 1, she got a new sidekick, Kevin, and so we'll see more about that. I do like how the summary here is written as if Harley Quinn is telling it, so that's pretty cool. Moving on, we have Nightwing #78 getting a second print. We had some first appearances in this one here. We got Tom Taylor writing this and Bruno Redondo on the art. Moving on, we got Robin #1, Josh Williamson, Gleb Melnikov on the art. We have the first appearance of Flatline. So we got a brand new solo Robin series. Damian Wayne finding his path away from Batman, away from his mother, and first appearances of new characters. So maybe more than just Flatline in this one. This cover, we got some dead or knocked out people on the cover, right? This one, the wraparound cover, look who we have here. We have Flatline on this wraparound. Looks like that would be on the back of the cover probably. But she is on the cover. And then, of course, we have the 1 in 25 Federici cover here, which is really cool. Again, the lines on this are awesome. I dig it. Red X is Mephisto. Oh, my. And then moving one more over, we have another team cover, meaning the store would have to order 250 copies at a minimum to get this one, with art by Andy Kubert. And it's a cardstock variant. But it's a really cool, like Robin homage to, Batman hanging out on the goblin thing. Gargoyle, not goblin. We have a Ruby Justice League crossover here with a cover by Mirka Andolfo. I don't know much about Ruby, but Mirka's art on this is really good. It's interesting. It says the writer, it says the cover artist. It doesn't say who does the interiors on this. I'm not sure. But then also Simone DeMeo, another person whose art I love, did a cardstock variant for this one. So that's pretty cool. And then finally, something to look out for, Teen Titans Academy #2. Questions mount around the new school formed by the original New Teen Titans. What's going on with Billy Batson's access to the powers of Shazam? What dark secret is Raven's new pupil Dane hiding? And who's masquerading as the new Red X? So this cover's just got a lot of them just wearing Red X masks. But this one maybe is revealing who the new Red X is, or maybe that he is... he's maybe been the Red X in the past. And we were talking about this last night with Ultra Maximus, and he's thinking that maybe Robin is the one who's been Red X, and maybe he passes on the mantle. So something to look for with this cover here and Robin wearing the Red X mask. Might be an overlooked cover. So it might be something, if you're speculating, that you want to check out. It's a cardstock variant by Philip Tan. And worst case, I mean, it's got a cool cover of the Teen Titans. So that right there is something to pick it up for alone. So something interesting. So DC's Final Order Cutoff is today, of course. It's always on Sunday. Next week, 4/11. I'm not going to go through these, but this still is just DC from Lunar. But if you go to 4/18, I believe. Yep. Lunar now has Scout Comics listed on the Final Order Cutoff. So an interesting thing with this is we've had this Black Cotton #1 second printing already happen on Final Order Cutoff within Diamond. But here it is again, available for the first time on Lunar. Black Cotton's getting a second printing, and that Final Order Cutoff through Lunar is 4/18. So if you missed the cutoff for Black Cotton #1 second printing, you can still order it through Lunar if that's something you want. And then #2 will be on that week as well. So that's when 4/18, we can look forward to talking about Scout Comics on Final Order cutoffs. As of right now, the only things that usually end up on the cutoff for Scout on Diamond are second prints. But we're starting to see their books appear on Lunar's cutoff. And here's Black Friday. We'll talk about today on Diamond. This is on the Final Order cutoff on Diamond, but it's going to be on Lunar's cutoff on April 25th. So that's something to watch for. Same with this one. This is on Diamonds today, but it's on Lunar on April 25th. So let's move on from Lunar's website and let's go on over to previews. So these comics, Final Order cutoff will be tomorrow, April 5th. And so let's start talking about Image Comics. Starting, we've got Bitterroot #12. Of course, this is the second issue of the second part of Bitterroot. So this is something I know a lot of people have been really enjoying. I think what I want to do is go back and get the trade for Volume 1, and then maybe I'll get the trade for Volume 2 when it comes out. But I've heard really good things about Bitterroot. And then we have Crossover #6, and this issue, Donnie Cates told retailers, is one you don't want to miss. This is the conclusion to Kids Love Chains. The dome is getting shattered, but he did emphasize issue 3 and issue 6. And so issue 3, we know he had a ton of secret variants. I think he's doing that again in this issue, and here's why. We've got, that's not even going in order. So we've got cover A here, right? See, these numbers are actually all over the place. Interesting. So we've got cover A. We've got cover B. It's a blank cover. Let me just see if something follows that. Here we go. Okay, I found cover F finally. Cover F is a 1 in 10. Let's keep that in mind. So we've got cover A, B, C from Larson, which has got Savage Dragon on it. Lewis, I don't know, man. How am I awake? What's going on? Good morning, all strands. Yep, yeah. This is your reminder. We talked about some of these last night, so here's your reminder of what to order today. Robin wearing the red X mask. That is Teen Titans Academy #2, cover B. It's the Philip Tan cover B cardstock variant. So we've got a cover C here, cover D here. We've got Betterman on the cover of this one, which, look who we have here. We have a Tomahawk, another Donny Cates property, which I've read. It's actually kind of a fun read. And then there's a 1 in 5 version cover of that. This is our cover E. So we move over. We've got cover F, virgin cover by Shaw. So maybe this is where these are hidden. Dang. Okay. See, I thought there was something hidden in there. Here's G. It's a 1 in 25 black and white cover. And then this would be our 1 in 50 ellipsis design cover. And then if I go, I think here, they're in here weirdly, not in any order. We have a Larson foil. This is the I cover. And so that was H. Yeah, so let me just see if there's anything else kind of hiding in here. Nothing. Okay, well, I thought maybe there was some secret covers hidden in here I was missing, but they are just not in the right order is all they did in here. What's going on, Louis the 13th? Welcome in. But I still think probably there's a chance we're going to have secret covers again because he did that on issue 3. So why wouldn't he do this on the other one he emphasized? Who knows? Deadly Class number 45. We've got a new story arc here. Rick Remender on this book. I feel like it's been a while since Deadly Class has been out, but maybe not. Maybe it's been coming out and I haven't been paying attention. We've got 3 covers on this one. Moving on, we got Department of Truth number 8. Martin Simmons returns for the interiors, and we've got a new story arc. We've got 3 awesome covers. The cover A by Martin Simmons, the cover B by Bill Sienkiewicz. Like crazy good here. The blood trail is awesome on this. We've got the Illuminati and all that going on here as well. We finally find out maybe who the fictional woman is and what she wants from Cole. So maybe we'll find out. Probably not. Oops, I hit the wrong button, I think. And then we've got cover C by Scotty Young. Scotty Young on Department of Truth cover. That is an interesting combination, but I love this art. This is awesome. So I'm all in for all of those covers. Geiger number 1 comes out this coming week, but we already have a second printing coming for this book. This is the team that brought us Doomsday Clock, guys. So all of you that remember the guys out there commenting Doomsday Clock sucks, well, this is the team that brought you Doomsday Clock. So we can show them wrong. Geiger looks like an interesting book. And of course, we have a second print. And why just have a second print when you can have a second print with a 1 in 25? I don't know about this one. Black and white. I believe this was the one that had the glow in the dark thing going on. But yeah, I can see that Mad Max kind of vibe. Not bad. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Some of these covers, it's just there's too much sometimes. So I might pick up the second print because that's a cool cover. But I'm going to pass probably on the 1 in 25 myself. And then we got a new series, Helm Greycastle, number 1 of 4. So it's a mini series. It is a new Latinx fantasy. Last Dragon Prince has been abducted, kept prisoner by an unknown threat. Aztec Mexica. Helm Greycastle and his outsider comrades are here to save the prince, but are recruited by resistance plotting to overthrow Montezuma. So we're getting some old mythology kind of stuff coming in, which is pretty cool. But it's also very much a D&D kind of book. And just to throw that in, we got this bonus Latinx one-shot RPG, which is 5e compatible. So that's kind of cool for those of you that like D&D. I know, Lewis, if you're still in here, we play D&D. I know Copy will watch sometimes. Jay's watched. So actually, a lot of you have seen some D&D recently from us. But we clearly have a bard right here, which is pretty cool. We got some different, like we got our barbarian warrior here. We got a dwarf here, maybe a rogue because he's the one stealing. We got lots of cool things here that you can just see based on these couple of preview pages. An orc probably, and a wizard. So lots of cool stuff with this one. I'm all in on this. I think if I'm going to cover A, David Lapham did this cover here. Probably not going to pick that up, though it is a cool cover. I really like this cover D, by Becky Cloonan. I love the art on that one. Yeah, there's our resident barbarian, Lewis. But we also have this cover here by Tony Parker, which is a good cover as well. So no wrong cover to choose there. Outcast. Hey, I think especially our group will probably want to read that, even just to check out how they bring in the D&D elements to that. We've got the series finale of Outcast by Robert Kirkman, Paul Azaceta, and Elizabeth Breitweiser. This is it. Final issue of Outcast. So, and Previews is so behind on this because this image exists. So let me show you guys what the Shadecraft #1 second print looks like. Here we go. This awesome art, I believe, is by Jock. Let me confirm that. Of course, they don't say. But that looks like Jock's signature there. This looks like Jock's style on the cover. So I believe this is Jock on it. Also looks like maybe Lee. I don't know if Lee Garbett also did art on the cover for this. So maybe a combo. But definitely something I'm looking to get because Shadecraft was amazing. So something to be on the lookout for. And then speaking of Shadecraft, we have #2, cover art by Lee Garbett here. Let's see if there's a signature on here that Lee shows. Yep, Lee. Yeah, so it's Lee Garbett and Jock, I think, on that second print. This right here. It looks like Lee Garbett's signature there, and that's Jock's signature there. But it looks like it might be a combo cover because that has Garbett's signature there. What's going on, Andy? So, and then of course we've got the Tula Lotte cover, which is absolute fire. Love this. I'm all in on this series. And Image just doesn't stop. We've got Spawn 317 with this crazy cover here. Todd McFarlane on the writing. Bjorn Berens, this cover here. Got the Chain Gang, Part 4. So Spawn, She-Spawn, Reaper, Gunslinger, and Redeemer are the Chain Gang. But wait, there's more. We got Todd McFarlane cover here. Pretty dope cover. And then we've got a Matina cover here. I don't know. I don't know enough about Spawn to know who we're talking about here on the villain. Oops. Yeah, that's a system error when I throw something random in there. Okay, so no ratios or anything on that. But then we've got Stray Dogs #2 getting a second print. Of course, guys, I had Tony Fleeks and Trish Forster on the show last Thursday. So if you haven't watched that, go watch the interview with them. Myself and Caroline Comics interviewed them. It's a great time, great people. Support Stray Dogs because this is a really good story. So go pick up issue 1. You may not be able to get the first print, but the second print's out there. And now issue 2, if you missed it, we've got a second print coming. This one, I don't know how I feel about Summoner War Legacy. This is based off of an app, a game. For me, this is a pass, but if you are, I guess, are a fan of the game, this is a good the mobile game. Yeah, there we go. Their first ever collab, Jock and Garbett. Look at that. On that previous Shadecraft cover. But yeah, mobile game. Yeah, not for me, but could be an interesting story, especially if that's something that you ever did play. Looks like a pretty cool cover. And then Two Moons. We talked about this last night. Been absolutely amazing. Looks like we've got some Confederate zombies potentially. I don't know what's going on here, but things are getting more and more supernatural, which I am all here for. I love the fact that we're getting this like historical fiction kind of thing going on with the Civil War, but then we're also getting supernatural and horror elements thrown in. Take care, Real Rude. Have a good Easter. I'm only going to be doing this for a little while longer because I'm going to do my own Easter stuff here soon. So take care. We've got, of course, cover B here. Ricardo Latina and Valentina Bianconi. Dang, the art. Not only are the cover A's good with Gian Giordano's art, but the cover B's on this series have been fire. So something to watch with this book, I think. Just keep an eye on it. Moving on to Dark Horse. Let me see what we got in here. I don't remember. Here, this is the thing I wanted to show. Cyberpunk 2077 is getting a second story arc. We have Cyberpunk 2077. You Have My Word, #1. This is a pretty cool cover here. Interesting, and maybe the art's out and previews just isn't doing their job. There's a lot of spots that just don't have a cover. We got Critical Role, Vox Machina Origins 3, #2 of 6 doesn't have a cover. We got a puzzle here, which I don't know what's going on there. Cover B for Cyberpunk doesn't have a cover either. So a lot of covers missing on previews right now. But something to watch. We know what happened with the first series. Probably not going to see that happen with the second series because the game's been out now and the first series already happened. So just could be another good story if you like that world. Yeah. Oh, shout out Eli. Thanks for hopping in. And yeah, that's what I've heard. The first volume was really good. I started playing the game. I haven't been able to get back to it. So I was kind of wanting to explore that world a little bit more in game and then maybe go pick up the trades later on. Dragon Age Dark Fortress #2 of 3. This is a continuation of BioWare's Dark Fantasy RPG. We already had a volume 1 of Dragon Age. I had not read that. I haven't played the game either. So for me, I'm passing. But I think this is another one. Video game based comics have been doing well recently. So something to watch with that. We have a lot of non-comic things in here. We have a Hellboy mask. We have some Cyberpunk water bottle there. I got a Hellboy Universe Essentials trade paperback. Another puzzle here. A Raptor limited edition hardcover. And then a trade paperback as well, which is a lot cheaper. This actually looks interesting. Okay. It's a graphic novel. Yeah, Danny, I started early. I didn't even advertise. I just started because I'm trying to go quick and get this done early. So let's see what else we got going on. We have, here's one for you right here, Danny. The Mask. Creepy, but that's your character right there. So get yourself a mask. True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys is getting a Library Deluxe hardcover for National Anthem. I did cover DC earlier. So I usually start with that. What's going on, Fable? Welcome in. As people are starting to wake up, I feel like we're getting more hopping in. Umbrella Academy's got a mask, a water bottle, lots of things going on there. IDW, we've got My Little Pony Transformers 2 with a cover by Tony Fleeks. Again, if you haven't seen the interview with him and Trish Forstner, go check that out. There's a cover A, a cover B. There's a 1 in 10 and there's a 1 in 25 on Transformers My Little Pony. So check that out. Yeah, sorry, I'm just ahead of schedule today. So be sure to go back and catch that bit. There's a couple good things in there you might want to watch for. Let's see what else. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 39. We have some trade paperbacks in here. And then we've got Usagi Yojimbo Wanderer's Road number 6 of 6, which has a Peach Momoko cover. And from what I could tell, there's not a cover, a 1 in 10 on this one. Yeah, because that goes to number 19. So I don't need that anymore, or that. So just cover A, and it's by Peach. Moving on to Marvel, we've got Alien number 1 getting a second printing. It's a pretty cool cover by La Roca on the second print. But there's so many covers for Alien. I can't say any of them are the cover to get at this moment, other than really high ratios, which were hard to get because those are going to be expensive. But just, something to watch for there. Beta Ray Bill is going on to issue number 2 of 5. Valhalla is calling Beta Ray Bill. Trying to resurrect Stormbreaker. But yeah. So we're seeing him return and get his own little mini-series, which is pretty good. Black Widow, is moving on to number 6. I've loved these covers that they've had. Adam Hughes doing a great job on these. Kelly Thompson is the writer on this. And I haven't been knowing what's going on, but she's in San Francisco, and that's where she's setting up and doing things. These covers, I don't understand. It's not that the art's bad or anything. It's just this thing on the bottom. I don't like it. And what does this blade, maybe mashed up with something else, have to do with Black Widow? It doesn't make sense to put that cover here, but that's my opinion. Cable number 10. I think what Azra's Tiger was saying about this is we might be getting closer to Strife coming back with Kid Cable. So be on the lookout for that happening. There's a lot of X books going around. So, of course, either you're all in on X-Men or you're reading like your 1 or 2 favorites from it. So it's hard to pick sometimes. Daredevil number 30, just a poster, but that's cool art here with Elektra still in the costume. So that's something to watch, because everyone said she's just going to be in the costume for 2 issues and then she's going to be gone. There's 5 issues at number 30 that she's been in the costume. So maybe the story arc will wrap up and she'll no longer be in it, but still longer than people thought was going to happen. Falcon and Winter Soldier is getting a trade paperback here. Fantastic Four number 31. This is crazy. What's going on here? All these sound effects in space, and we got the Thing and Mr. Fantastic in some suits. He can finally use the Forever Gate to explore somewhere new. So who knows what we're gonna see happen? Could they be finding a lot of crazy stuff? New characters, because we're heading into different possibilities. And are they going to survive the onomatopoeia apocalypse? Onomatopoeacalypse. So that's why we've got all these words. Okay. Interesting. And then another Heroes Reborn Pacheco cover. Reed Richards as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know who that is, unless that's supposed to be... It might be Ben Grimm as a human and an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Possibly. Not in his Thing form. And that's a poster. This usually is Mark Brooks. Yep, Mark Brooks on the cover art for Fantastic Four. What else we got? What on earth is this? Hellfire Gala Guide, bundle of 25. Okay. Looks like that's not something you can necessarily... Oh, it's a free thing, hopefully, that your shop might get. Let's see. Got a lot of trades, omnibuses. Here we go. Miles Morales. Thank you, Sedpool. I really appreciate that, and thanks for watching. Happy Sunday, happy Easter if you celebrate. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Really, there's not a lot of single issues, though, is the odd thing. We've got Miles Morales Spider-Man number 25. Saladin Ahmed still writing on this. Cody Ziglar maybe doing backup story, because this is an oversized anniversary issue. We're seeing the Clone Saga start. So this, I'm kind of with you, Jay. I'm going to see how this goes, though. I'm going to give it an issue. If it's bad, I'm probably dropping Miles. But I'm going to give it an issue because I liked what they've been doing with his story so far. So I am going to give it a 1-issue benefit of the doubt, but I guess we have a previews trailer. Let's see what this is. This is kind of cool. I'm probably going to get dinged by Marvel on this video, but whatever. Some of these clone designs are really interesting. All right. Well, I don't know. That's it's pretty interesting. So hopefully they don't mess this up. Hopefully we get a really different spin on the Clone Saga. I can't go for just a repeat of what we've already seen with Peter, But the oversized anniversary issue lets the clones loose in Brooklyn and messes with Miles' life even more than Peter Parker's Clone Saga messed his life up. So, yeah, the assessor, remember, had captured him and taken his blood and done some stuff. So he's been ready to unleash these clones probably for like 10 issues, because that was a while ago. But this cover, I mean, at least this cover is pretty dope. This looks like a wraparound cover with his clones kind of following him there. I will probably order the Skyline variant as well, because I've got a couple of those. I've got Carnage, of Venom. I haven't gotten the Spider-Man one yet, the Peter Parker one, but something to watch for here. We get the Miles one finally. And then I'm not getting the Liefeld cover. I'm not getting the Heroes Reborn cover. It looks like Nighthawk, right? Not sure why. We've got Nighthawk, and I might actually get this one too, because the Variegated covers have been really cool, and I think this one keeps that up. You know, he's got his shoes on here, his web, swinging through the city. I dig it. What's going on, Phil? Welcome in. Good morning, or afternoon, I guess. It still feels like it should be morning. And then we've got MODOK Head Games 4 of 4. So this little mini series ends. I do want to read this because I know Gwen was in this, Gwen Poole, and we haven't seen her around too much, but haven't had the time to pick those up. New Mutants number 17 with art on the cover by Christian Ward. For me, this is God, I love this cover. I'm not reading the story, but I love this cover. From what Azores Tiger was saying, we've got gosh, I forget who he said was coming. The Shadow somebody that Danny Moonstar deals with. I don't know. Magic makes some enemies, though. That's not a surprise. But they're also, so this is previously in New Mutants, they were going back and forth between two groups. That stopped a little while ago, so we've got a cohesive story now, which is pretty good. And somehow, look at this, Savage Avengers plugging along. It looks like Conan's and Rhino are about to beat the crap out of Spider-Man. Marvelous team up between Conan and Rhino goes awry when Spider-Man threatens to ruin their good time. There we go. Look at this, Spidey versus Conan here. Great cover art. I can dig that. Silk number 2 of 5. Great art by In-Huk Lee. I still got to read issue 1. I haven't gotten to read it yet. But the big one here is the 1 in 25 by Rose Besh. Get this order in like ASAP. Don't pay more than 50. If you can pay 40 or less, awesome. But try not to pay more than 50, I'd say, on this, because Silk number 2 is going to be pretty well ordered. People are aware of Rose Besh now. Also, there are a lot of store variants for this. So because of that, what we'll end up seeing is that there should be plenty of copies of this, so it should not demand the prices that the Spider-Woman number 9, 1 in 25, it can demand at this point. What's going on, Aggressively Relaxing? This is some of the best artwork. I love this. I love the detail with the shoes, the style she's got going on, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Boba Tea. Thanks, Perpetual. Appreciate it. We're chugging along. We're almost there to 500. I would love to hit 500 by Tuesday, because on Tuesday, Caroline Comics and I will be interviewing the man himself from Boom Studios, Ross Ritchie. So we're going live at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And that would be cool if we had hit 500 by then. I don't know if it's going to happen, but either way, after that, I think we'll hit it. I love the support from everyone. And I really appreciate all of the love that you guys give to the channel, the comments you guys drop in the chat when we're live. So I want you guys to be there Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, so you guys can drop some love to Ross Ritchie as well. I appreciate that, Phil. I'm going to do a giveaway at 500. I have a road to 500 giveaway going on Instagram right now. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and Aegis Comics of Alaska channel, and follow both of us on Instagram, and like the post and tag 3 friends in that post. Hopefully to get them to come over and subscribe and all that too. Pretty straightforward. And then if you wanted to share the post, that's another entry. You just have to tag me to let me know that you shared it. But I'm putting together then for when I hit 500. So we'll talk, Phil. I really appreciate that. I've got some crazy ideas for a giveaway. So we'll set something up. So back to the Marvel world. I appreciate that, Perpetual. Challenge accepted. Let's see what we can do. Spider-Man Curse of the Man-Thing #1. I think Spider-Man's there's some bad jokes to be made there. But we've got Man-Thing, we've got the Lizard, and we've got Spider-Man. I'm probably passing on this, but it's maybe a little bit of a more horror side of Man-Thing, Spider-Man. So something to watch for if you're looking for that kind of a story. But we got some cool covers. I can dig this. Is this Nick Bradshaw? Yeah. Awesome. So we've got some more trade paperbacks here. And then we got Darth Vader #11, Exegol Unleashed. So we've seen he's forbidden to use the Force. Look at all this stuff going on. We've got all these people with sabers. Looks like he's about to take them on. So really cool cover there. And then, of course, the Chris Sprouse Empire Strikes Back variant. We all know this moment. We know what's going on here. And to solidify all of that, they put together a book of just Chris Sprouse's covers to tell the story of The Empire Strikes Back. So I think that's really cool. And as you can tell, there's no writer because it's just his covers telling the story. So that's a pretty interesting take on telling The Empire Strikes Back, but this is for the 40th anniversary of the movie. I love this cover, though. Movie poster variant here. His art, it just nails this perfectly. So we are moving into then the Marvels #1. So cover art by Alex Ross. A new ongoing series by Kurt Busiek. He's done Marvels before. Supposedly, like, this is all over the place. So we've got first issue, including an invasion from orbit, a picnic in Prospect Park, superhero sightseeing in Manhattan, the All Winners Squad in 1947, Reed Richards during his time in military intelligence, cosmic beings beyond space and time, and that's only for starters. Thanks for stopping by, Jay. Appreciate it. You have a great Easter as well. Enjoy time with the family, and we'll see you later. We've got Captain America, Spider-Man, the Punisher, the Human Torch, Storm, the Black Cat, the Golden Age Vision, Arrow, Iron Man, and Thor, and introducing 2 brand new characters, all beautifully drawn by Yildiray Sinar. I probably said that wrong, but and then at the end, plus who or what is Kashum. I might pick this up just because that all sounds interesting. And one, this is a beautiful cover by Alex Ross. We got Spider-Man here. We've got Arrow right there. We've got Cap. We got Human Torch, Punisher. Is this the Golden Age Vision? That might be who that is. Iron Man, Storm. I'm not sure who that is. So I don't know if that's a new character as well, or I'm just not recognizing somebody. But that's that's always possible. It's pretty cool. I'm not usually one to go for the Marvel's titles that they've been doing, but for me that might be a pickup. Of course, there's a Heroes Reborn Pacheco cover here. Looks like Reed Richards and Ben Grimm, Thor. Lots of different things going on that cover. Moving on, we have U.S. Agent number 505. So everybody's favorite Captain America, right? No. John Walker, his series is wrapping up here. It looks like he might be fighting an unhinged super patriot who happens to be his own sister suffering a major psychotic break. Okay. Well, I haven't been reading this, but the cover art by Marco Cicchetto has always been incredibly good here. What's going on, Bricks? Welcome in. U.S. Agent 505 also has a cover by Paul Renaud. I like the cover A little bit more than that one. Wolverine Omnibus Hardcover Volume 1, new printing. Look at this. Look at this cover. Steve McNiven redrawing, redrawing this cover right here. So we got the original Frank Miller cover, or you can get the McNiven variant cover. And then X-Men Legends number 3, Louis Simonson on the writing and Walter Simonson on the cover and the interior art. All new tale set before X Factor 43. So definitely reminiscent of that story right there. And then there's an action figure cover for this of Beast. And then I don't remember, I didn't look before if there are no ratios that pop up in previews at least. Moving to Dynamite, I'm probably just going to be scrolling pretty quickly through here. We got some trades. Deja Thoris, Winter's End one shot. Vampirella versus Purgatory number 1. David Chu did this cover. It's a pretty good cover. And then we've got number 2 for that as well on the Cutoff. And a trade paperback. So moving then into Boom Studios. I'm excited about this one continuing. Abbott 1973. We've got issue number 405, cover by Taj Tenfold. Love the art on this and the colors. The story's been great. We get a cover B by Raoul Allen, which is pretty cool and does represent what's going on in the story decently. But this one, guys, this is the one to watch for. All of you Jen Bartel artists, lovers, this is it right here. Beautiful cover by Jen Bartel. It is a 1:25 ratio variant. And sometimes there's been a one per store. I don't know if they're doing that now for issue number 4 or not, but maybe there'd be one that might be like a black and white of cover A. Moving on, we got Berserker number 1, 3rd printing, foil variant by Dan Mora. Limited to 10,000 is what they're saying. It's meaning it's going to get allocated to stores. But the art on this is just amazing. Dan Mora killed this cover. Definitely represents the Berserker. So something I am wanting to get because of the cover. I love the story too. So definitely keeping a collection of Berserker stuff going. Kind of because I've been running through this so quick, I forgot to tell you guys about, setting up your pool box with Aegis Comics of Alaska. You can message them on Instagram and tell them your email address and they'll set you up. Or if you email admin@aegiscomicsalaska.com, and then let them know you want to set up a pool box, your name and your email address, and they'll do that for you. And so with that, you can go in here and find things that you want to add to your pool. You can subscribe to a book, or you can look for what cover you want to add. Me, I'm going to order one of these from them. I'm going to probably get it from my store too, but something that I want to get more than one of, just because I love the cover. And there's always a little bit of speculation with this obviously becoming a movie or show or something. But yeah, so it's pretty easy once you're set up. They set you an email, you send them your information, you get all set up, you go ahead and subscribe to things you want on your pool list, or order single covers that you want. And again, we talked about this last week, order responsibly. Don't order anything you can't pay for or won't pay for. Only order what you are planning to pay for. Is that a Predator homage? It very well might be. I wouldn't be too surprised, because we pulled out the whole skull and spine. But yeah, so once you're in there, I'll show you the rest of it at the end when we wrap up. But when the week comes, you actually get an email from Preview saying these are your books that will be in your pool box from your store, and so you can have that confirmation. And then what they do is, if you are someone who they are shipping to, then they will go ahead and send you an invoice that week. Got it pretty quick. I paid for it pretty quickly, and it went out into the mail like within a day of them. I think maybe the same day they sent the invoice, which is crazy fast. Right now, USPS is being slow, so I think I'm getting it on Monday. But I know some people have gotten it even quicker than that, which just is crazy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love this cover A because it's Justine Franny on the art here. But number 25 of that, I'm not reading the series. There is a cover B Quinones variant and a cover C foil variant, also by Justine Franny. What else we got here? Dune. Yeah, so Dune, number 6 of 12, House Atreides. The one I'm probably getting, I'm just going to get this because it is a Jenny Frison cover. There is also a 1 in 25 version of cover A, but then a 1 in 50 black and white cover. That is Frison, but I am planning on just getting the cover B. I like the colored version better for that. So I'm just going to do that right now. Again, I have a pool box at my own shop here, but I like to show some love to Aegis because they show love to the community. And if you didn't know, I do have a discount code with them for you guys. It is Sparks15, save you 15%. I've got a package that's been stuck somewhere between Tennessee and Louisiana since March 24th. So I don't know what USPS is doing, but I don't know. What's going on, Hidden Gem Comics? Welcome in. What's going on, Caroline? Welcome in. I started early, so you're actually pretty on time to the normal time. I just started an hour early. But yeah, Jenny Frison goodness there on that cover. Fireflies on issue number 28. Magic the Gathering. So we do have this art, and I don't know why. previews is not updating and showing the art, but I'll show you guys. Here it is. It is this right here. Iguara, the interior artist, did the second printing variant cover for Magic the Gathering #1. Magic the Gathering #1 comes out this week. So if that is something you're planning on reading and you didn't add it to your pull list, remember to contact your store to get it, or pick it up on Wednesday. And of course, like I said earlier, we're talking to Ross Ritchie on Tuesday at 7 p.m. on this channel. Caroline and myself will be interviewing him. I know he wants to talk about Magic because it's going to be coming out the next day. So be on the lookout for that. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when we go live with him in case you forget, or go ahead and set an alarm for Tuesday at 7 p.m. So you don't forget. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time. Once and Future is on to issue number 18 with a cover A, of course, by Dan Moore, the interior artist. I am so far behind in this series, but I love it. I'm still pulling it. We got a 1 in 10 cover. That's a black and white of cover A, but this is the one to watch for, guys. We have a 1 in 25 by Christina Kalida. This art very much reminds me of Stephanie Hans. I really want this cover, so I'm going to make sure I put in my order on this one. Absolutely stunning artwork on this, and I'm looking forward to catching up on this series sometime in the future. But that cover art just catches your eye. What's up, No Good? Welcome in, Justin. Man Who Laughed Books is still in Cincinnati since February 2nd. Ouch. Ouch. Happy Easter to you too. So that is Boom Studios. So we'll move on down to everything else down here. Like I was saying earlier, we've got these Scout reprints on FOC today in previews, but we will soon have these on FOC in Lunar at a later date. So if you miss them, you do have a second chance, but I would say try not to miss them. We've got Black Friday #1 getting a second print. There is only 3 issues in the Black Friday story, so maybe worth a read if you want a quick horror kind of read. Then we got By the Horns #1 of 7 getting a second print. I quite enjoyed this story, so I think I've added it to my pull list. Maybe not. It's hard to keep track of some of these. I might not have added this to my pull list, but I might be doing that soon. It was a pretty good read. This one getting added to my pull list, Destiny New York #2. The story in issue 1 was really good and long. It was a $3.99 price tag, but I felt like I was getting so much more value from the book. Caroline and I are going to record a review for this for you guys, so you guys can hear our thoughts on it. And Black Mask, of course, they are the studio that the book that they had get hot was Black #1 through 6, I believe, because there's rumors there's an optioning that happened, but I haven't heard anything else since then. It had some follow-up, Black AF, and then we're going to get a new series in that world called White. That's coming up within the next month, but they, a little bit of an under-the-radar studio. I think this is a solid story, so be on the lookout for this book. See if your shop got issue #1, and there's issue #2. Erratic #5 from AWA Upshot. This, I believe, is our last issue of the story, issue #5 of 5. I've really enjoyed this one. I'm hoping that we return to this world and that we see some more of Erratic. I guess depends on how they wrap the story up if we'll be able to do that. But I think this has been a pretty cool read. A different kind of hero story. We got some stuff from Absolute Comics Group, First Defense, Antarctic Press, Gold Digger. Aftershock, we've got I Breathe the Body, number 4, Zach Thompson, Andy McDonald. I've heard people really enjoying this one. I'm not reading it. I did read issue number 1, but I'm reading so many things that I couldn't continue to read it. So I dropped it, but I've heard good things from everybody that is reading it. What else we got? Mirka Undolfo, Unsacred, Volume 2, number 6, with a little bit of a Harley cover here. So that's pretty cool. And that's cover A. Yeah, Aftershock has been killing it lately. We Live, Scout's Honor is from them. Nuclear Family, I Breathe the Body. So many good things. I believe April 14th, we should be getting Scout's Honor number 4. And another channel alert, April 8th, this coming Thursday, Caroline and I will be interviewing David Pepose, the writer of Scout's Honor. So lots of things happening on the channel this week. First Ross Ritchie and then David Pepose. And then the following week, on April 15th, we are going to have Damien, the writer of You Promised Me Darkness, coming on. I'm very excited for all of these interviews we got coming up. But Damien and I have been talking on Instagram, and he's a really cool dude. So be sure you're following him on Instagram as well. Yep. All the interviews. But yeah, so we got some other covers for Unsacred. What else we got here? Ninja High School. And here we go. Speaking of Aftershock, Nuclear Family, number 3, Stephanie Phillips, who, again, like I said earlier, the writer on Harley Quinn now. So she's been killing it. Really love to see that kind of thing happen where a writer gets to do some bigger stories in addition to their individual stories. Love it. Love the story too for Nuclear Family. Shadow Doctor, there's another Aftershock, right? Shadow Doctor number 3, Peter Calloway telling this true story of his grandfather and his time trying to become a doctor and then ending up working for Al Capone. Just awesome to see this story. Another one that I wish I had more time to read all of these books, but I think I might try to get the trade when that comes out. Shadow Service from Vault Comics. I've been loving this one too. It just returned this last week. We got Kevin Scott, who is the writer on Star Wars High Republic, on this here. So definitely one that I think everyone should be reading. We have an agency called the MI666. Like, what's not to love about that? We got some paranormal, supernatural kind of stuff going on. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. I'm sorry that some of these interviews end up when you guys are doing Tag Team Thursday. Unfortunately, it was just a scheduling timing kind of thing. I think the David Pepose one is 8 p.m. Eastern, so we might be maybe after you finish your part of Tag Team Thursday, you'll be able to come and watch it. I know last one was unfortunately in the middle of Tag Team Thursday. Vault has been killing it with their releases. But this returned. We had a 5-issue story arc originally. Now we got probably another 5 issues coming. And this is an interesting one. Where's cover A? Where'd it go? Here it is. Shadow Man number 1. We got a story by Colin Bunn. We have Jack Boniface's Shadow Man, a powerful protector who keeps humanity safe from the demons that claw at the fabric of our reality. The forces of darkness are awakening and they are hungry for life. Will Shadow Man be able to save us all, or will the darkness devour the world as we know it? Some interesting things with the covers on this one. So that's cover A. We got a cover B by Rod Reese, which is good. We have a horror movie homage cover here. So we know we have those from Stray Dogs currently, but here is one then from Shadow Man. Of course, Phantom of the Opera, I believe, is what they're going for here. Blank cover, and then once you get into, so that's through D. Once you get into the catalog, we see cover E is a number 1 through 12 pre-order bundle edition from Tony Moore. And so that means you have to pre-order all 12 issues, and then you will get this cover in, which is a crazy concept. I haven't seen anyone else that does that kind of thing. I don't know if that's a Valiant specific thing, but it seems that might be harder to get because of the fact that not a lot of places will pre-order everything. They want to see how the interest is on the book first. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. Yeah, it's been, I don't know how long it's been since Shadow Man was around before. But Travel and Root Beer saying, wondering when it would get revived. We also have a 1 in 250 copy incentive, black glass cover by Jeff DeCall. Cool cover, but 1 in 250 copy, that's going to be hard to get for a Valiant book, I feel like. And so what's interesting is, right, we had, this is cover G, and these could be somewhere else within everything, but the previous one before that was E, so I don't know what's going on cover F. We're missing that one. And who knows what else may be hiding in there. From what Ultra said is often Valiant will do, if you have a pool box, if you have to add this to your pool box, there's a special variant you can get. So it's interesting. I don't know if I'm going to read this because of the number of books I'm reading, but I really like the idea of this story, and I'm actually not familiar with the original Shadow Man. Yeah, travel is ready for the mask to return. So moving on, Stake number 1 from Scout Comics is getting a second print. Again, this one also shows up later on, I believe, for the Lunar FOC, but now's the time for the previews FOC Diamond one. This one, just a shout out Tony Fleeks again, who was on our channel last Thursday for an interview with Trish Forstner to talk about Stray Dogs and other things. This was one of the other things he talked about, Time Shopper. It is a hardcover from Action Lab Entertainment. Carl has a time machine, a giant pile of cash, and a mission. Go back in time and stop the history's biggest disasters from ever happening. Problem is, he goes back in time and becomes obsessed with how affordable things are in ancient times. Now he travels from one key moment in history to the next, time shopping. So is he going to fix history? Is he going to end history? Will he be fired from his job of trying to fix history? Will a time travel robot kill him? We see JFK, Franz Ferdinand, Judas Iscariot, Steve Jobs, Adolf Hitler's mom and dad, Tupac Shakur, and many more. So, I mean, this sounds like such a cool adventure where he's like, I'm supposed to go do this, but hey, maybe I'll go buy the Mona Lisa for real cheap and make some money. They call it the Bill and Ted meets supermarket sweep. So if you know what those are, which you should all know what Bill and Ted is, this might be the book for you to read. It's a hardcover, not individual issues. So $12.99 for a hardcover seems like a good deal. Trying to decide if I want to get this from Aegis or if I want to get it from my LCS. Probably be easier to get it at my LCS, just shipping wise. So I'm gonna remember to do that later. Vamp Blade number 50. I don't know anything about that other than the fact that we have some censored covers. But back to Vault, we have Witchblood #1, which was such a good read, getting a second printing. This homaging, of course, Jonah Hex's first appearance, which last night I couldn't remember if that was the case, and I was actually right, surprisingly. But second print for this story, and we have issue #2, also with a cover by interior artist Lisa Sturl. I'm really digging her art. I get some like maybe early Jen Bartel days kind of vibe from this. But she has some range, right? So this is her art, and this, oh, of course, it's not there. And this is her art right here. So these tarot card variants are really cool. I'm going all in on this series. I'm digging it. I need to pick up the tarot card variant for #1 still. And then we have a cover C by Yoshi Yoshitani. I'm digging this cover as well. I'm really loving the style on this. And that was the artist that did the couple different variants, the trade version and foil version for #1. So something to watch. It's pretty cool series we got going on here. I don't know what this is. Zigzag One Shot by Will Sweeney. Psychedelia, blast of sci-fi psychedelia. Oh boy, I kind of want to see some preview pages from this one. And then we've got Zorro in Land That Time Forgot. No covers for that. And that is, see, we got some magazines. Star Wars Skywalker Saga Newsstand, Star Wars Skywalker Saga Previews Edition. For all you cards people, we've got Bowman Chrome Baseball, Bowman Chrome Baseball Choice Box, Bowman Chrome Baseball Light Box, Topps Chrome Platinum Annual Baseball Box, Light Box, and then Diamond Icons. So there's some cards for you guys as well. And that wraps things up. So I said I was going to show you, like when you hit order on something, you can go to your pool box. You can see your pre-orders. So this is stuff that I've individually pre-ordered. And then you can go back to the dashboard. You can see everything that's on order. So these are items that are ready for pickup for me. So these are actually in the mail. And we'll be getting here soon. Items confirmed, but not ready for pickup because they haven't come out. This is what we got going on here. This one, actually, so this one I just want to talk about real quick. At some point, I'm going to have him on the show. We talk occasionally on Instagram, and I backed his Kickstarter for an anthology book, Jonathan Chance. He's got 2 stories in this anthology book by Antarctic Press. Where is it? Respect Your Elders and All is Silver Blue. So some horror stuff going on there. So I pre-ordered it now. That's not for a while. May 26th. Man, Goat, and Bunny Man. Thanks to Perpetual Comics for mentioning this one. These look pretty cool. And then, of course, Osaka Mime. I've talked about Osaka Mime a lot, guys. I did an advanced review. It is sold out at the distributor level from what I have heard. So something to watch for. Contact your shop. Read this. It's a graphic novel from Behemoth Comics. We are going to have Andy Levy. He was on one of these FOCs a few weeks back when this was going to be on there. And he is going to be on Spine Ticks around release time for Osaka Mime. So definitely, guys, pick up this book. It's an amazing read. Check out my review for it. I absolutely enjoyed it. For me, it was an absolute 10 out of 10. Really, really enjoyed it. And then so things that I've clicked today, right? These are unconfirmed yet. So at some point, Lou or someone else from the shop will go into here, look at what people have been ordering, adjust their orders if needed, and then go ahead and confirm that they'll be able to get these. And then, like I said, what happens is then when things are ready for pickup, they send you an invoice and mail it off to you after you pay your invoice. So if you are in need of a new LCS, feel free to hit them up. And somewhere I have, here it is. So like I said, I have a discount code with them, Sparks15. You can go to their website as well, Aegis Comics Alaska. I believe it's aegiscomicsalaska.com. Let me drop the link for you guys. There's I can take you right to the store. It's aegiscomics.mybigcommerce.com. So let me just drop that in the chat. Probably gonna wrap this up here in just a second. If any of you guys have questions about FOC, feel free to drop them in the chat while I'm wrapping things up here. Bring myself back up. Yeah, so of course, again, final order cutoff. That means the last day that your shop can order these books. So if any of those books we talked about today are things that interest you and you want to make sure that you secure them, go ahead and let your shop know. They might not be open today, so DC books may be harder for you to get guaranteed, but because it's Easter. But the other books, let them know tomorrow on Monday that you're interested in getting them. We're doing this every Sunday. I'm on here. We'll probably have Lou back next week. I did this early though, so I don't even know if Lou's awake. So we had a little bit of an early start for today. Excuse me. And then what's going on, Hyper? I'm wrapping things up. I started early, so feel free to catch the rewind. But this week, again, for those of you that just hopped in, Tuesday, Caroline and I will be interviewing Ross Ritchie, the man behind Boom Studios, right? On the channel at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we should be ahead of all the shows that are on Tuesday. And we'll probably do about an hour with him. So please be in the live chat, drop comments and questions for him. We're going to probably be focusing a little bit on Magic, which comes out on Wednesday. Hype that up a little bit, guys. I read the Ash Can and I loved it. So it's not undue hype, I feel like. But lots of cool things that we should be able to talk about in that interview. And then on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, Caroline and I will be interviewing David Pepose, the writer of Scout's Honor, and talking about issue number 4, which is coming out the following week. And then the week after, we'll be interviewing Damien, the writer of You Promised Me Darkness. So lots of cool things coming up. No plans yet for more interviews beyond that, but probably we'll be working on some things to bring you guys in the future. And maybe we'll have a return to the Indie Comics chat in the week or two after our last interview that we have set up right now. So more live things for you guys. I'm trying to still drop reviews almost daily if possible. I've got a review for Scout's Honor number 3 that I'm going to drop probably after this. I just got to do some more editing. And Caroline and I will be doing a review of Destiny New York coming up. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks everybody for hanging out in the chat. I know I started at a different time, so it's a little bit different today. But the one thing we got to keep consistent is how we end the show. Woody. FOC. Yeah. Go ahead and once I end this, go back and watch the beginning. But thank you guys. I'm sorry I started early. I got some stuff to do for Easter. So I will be concluding here. But happy Easter, everybody, and have a great day. And as always, collect what